We'll do it live. Welcome, come one, come all, to the Friday, February 24th, the year of our Lord 2023 episode of The Wanderings of Don. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. So, I don't know what I want to even talk about. Yeah, see, there's one of them as well. I don't know. Not a ton to talk about today. But Pocky and Rocky Day. Just check out if there's anything new going on here on we'll do that. Okay. So good evening. Let's start over. Hi, my name's Don. How are you? I'm gonna be speaking about. Okay, Peter, let's calm you down a little bit. Not a hell of a lot going on today. I don't want to make a long one, but knowing how I ramble, it probably will go on for a while. Today, I played a decent amount thus far of. I returned back to Ease Memories Celceta, and I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to go on to. And probably I'll figure out in the next couple of days. I'll probably play a bunch of different games and figure out where I'm going next as far as the next games to concentrate on. I'm still obviously playing Trails SC, but I was picking up Celceta because I've been going and trying to get some of the obtainable trophies, like the trophies that I know I can get without doing a second playthrough, because I think you need at least two playthroughs to get the platinum, and I just don't have any inclination to do that. I don't mind after beating a game if I can get a platinum, if it's obtainable one playthrough. There's not multiple, especially like real hard difficulty level playthrough where I got to dedicate a lot of time and frustration to playing through on hard or nightmare or whatever. Like one game I will never get a platinum trophy for, because I just don't have the patience, is the Star Ocean games. If you look at their trophy lists, you have to put like hundreds of hours. You have to beat it like on every difficulty, and there's just ridiculous things. You have to, like, I think it includes getting battle trophies, which if you've played any of the Star Ocean games that have, they did trophies well before PlayStation or Xbox had achievements. There was these things called battle trophies, and each character had a whole list of different battle trophies that you can get for doing different things, like a 10-hit combo or doing so much damage. But there's tons of them, especially in the later ones in the series. And I think that's part of actually getting the platinum, is getting all the battle trophies or something. So I heard those take like hundreds of hours. I'm just not going to sit there. But anyway, I digress. Celceta, I think, requires, I don't know if it may have a difficulty trophy for Nightmare mode. There's also a Boss Rush mode, I believe, in the game. And I think you got to do that too. But regardless, even if there's not a difficulty-related trophy, you still have to do a second playthrough. And that in and of itself, I just don't have, to be honest, don't have the time for, in that I have too many other games to play. It's not that I couldn't dedicate the time to it. It's that I have to dedicate. I have too many other. If I do that and worry about getting the the platinum. It's going to be taking time away from other stuff. I'm already wasting time with it, but in getting some of the other trophies. But like one of the trophies that I definitely wanted to get was the stupid one for the map percentage. And the crazy thing is, I figured when you unlock the map, a good Flyers played tonight and they lost. We get them tomorrow night. Anyway, you can the last couple of percentage points. You might have to get, even if it looks like you completed the map, like by just looking at the map, by hitting the touchpad button, brings up the full regular map. R2 brings up the mini map of the current area you're in. It might look like you have the entire map discovered and have 100%. However, the game actually, like, for example, Star Ocean 3, where you get these little figurine statues that increase your walking speed for 100, filling in 100% of each map. You have to hug every wall, every side, every area, and fill it to 100%. That's the same thing you got to do in this game, even though it looks like you already filled in a particular area just by walk, because it's pretty generous. So you don't have to really, you just have to kind of walk through it, and it fills it in fairly generously. Like you play Star Ocean 3, you'll know what I mean, where you have to get in every little nook and cranny to make sure it fills it in. Like it's pretty precise. However, even though it looks like you filled it in each particular area of the map, you actually did. It actually wants you to walk around, even though it looks like, again, you've filled in the map for a particular area. You still have to go around each side, each boundary, around the edges of the map, and in order to fill in that to up the percentage, the fill-in percentage, for some strange reason. So the problem is, once you get it down to like the last couple percent or last percent of the map, you're going to have to go through each area, because you will not know. It doesn't say like, Ashen Forest. Oh, you only got 98.6% of Ashen Forest, so you only did 75.9% of Forest of Spores or Beast Fields or something like that. So you have to go through, and that's what I had to do. I started from Kazan City, and I just, every single local map, I went just around the boundaries, running, using the dash boots, the wind boots, or whatever they're called, to speed it up. One area that was I think Forest of Spores, where you gotta equip the damn beast gauntlet or whatever it is that allows you to destroy coral to get through that. But it's just a pain in the ass, because you have no idea where. So you just got to go through. Luckily, it doesn't include like dungeons or towns. So you're just talking about map percentage on the outside areas. Also, like outside, like dungeons, like Mount Vesuvius, doesn't count. You don't have to worry about that. But it's just a pain in the ass, because you got to go over every single area, hugging all the walls, and just hoping and checking periodically to see if that 99 point, whatever percent increase or not. But I finally did. I was able to do. I had 99.4%, I think, today, and I got that final 6.6%. The weird thing was the Thunder Plains, which I actually didn't fill in completely, didn't increase my percentage at all. It was weird. Once I filled those in, I actually did not go through those completely. I was like, oh crap, I forgot to go back there after the lightning stops because to fill them in. I had been there since then because there's an exit there to the left of the tower, and then there's one quest that brings you in there to kill some enemies. But still, there's still some stuff. There's still areas that I did not even fill in the map, but it didn't increase my percentage at all. It's weird. So now I do have to go back. Now, since I got that, I do have to go back and talk to the general and get my last reward for 100% map completion. I also got the trophy for resource. If you get every resource point in the game and you make sure you harvest whatever those resource points can yield. Usually, I think they yield resource points generally yield like 2 items, 2 different items. But also, dungeons will also have some. Not all dungeons. Some of the dungeons have resource points in them, and if you hover the cursor over the dungeon, it'll show you how many resource points are in there, and you have to fill in. The thing is, it doesn't tell you where in the dungeon they are, so you don't know where inside the dungeon. You'll know where the resource points are themselves, but you won't know which resource point you're missing items from. So anyway, it's complicated nonsense. So I'm going to try to get. I want to get the 2 last character trophies. The problem is I should be coming up fairly close to getting Frida's, but that means that I still got another 5 hours at Kalilla to go. So that's 5 hours right there. But then also, there's 2 other trophies I can get. One for 100% upgrading an item, a weapon or whatever, or armor. And there's one for getting all skills. I think it's just for 1 character. Upgrading all skills for 1 character to max. So you have to get all your skills to level 3. Yeah, each character actually has a lot of skills. I thought maybe 6 or 7, but there's at least, it seems like 10 for each character. There's a bunch of skills later on, and I'm sure they're really good, that I just never used. I just used pretty much the first 4 skills that I unlocked. Or pretty much all the skills that I used. I may have used, some of the other ones, but so I'm probably going to try to get a couple more trophies in that because now I'm unlocking. I've done most of the work for gold and silver. These are gold and silver trophies generally, except for the character trophies. I think those are still bronze, but still. So I may still do some work, and then I might get back into Lacrimosa. I do have a couple of games coming in, including Grim Grimoire. I got the special edition from NIS Online Store. I'll tell you one thing. If I didn't, I think I might have brought this on stream. I forget if I did. I got my first NIS or NIS Online Store special edition, which is Ease 8 Lacrimosa Dana for PS5. This is a PS5 version, special edition. And I should do an unboxing or something of this, but it is really nice. The stuff that they give you, including a steelbook. I like steelbooks. I'm not crazy about steel. There's people that they collect steelbooks as a big thing. I'm not. I like them. They're nice. I don't go crazy trying to get them. But I'll tell you one thing, man. Look at this. this journal is. It's got. I mean, they've got some. There's some nice stuff. And then there's an art book or a guidebook. I forget if this is a guidebook. There's just nice stuff in this. This is a really art collection. I should do an unboxing of this. So I got the Grim Grimoire. Grim Grimoire is the only Vanillaware game besides, well, that I know of. Besides 13. What the hell's it? 13 Aegis or something? I didn't get that one. That was the last game that they made. I'd like to see them make some more, but Dragon's Crown and Odin's Sphere being my favorite. Oh, and Muramasa are good, really good. Grim Grimoire I never played. It's kind of an RTS, but it looks interesting. It does look interesting, so I'm gonna give it a try. I got the special edition coming. But I guess Trails SC. What I did today was I went through and got back on the main quest and investigating those the earthquakes. So I went to first though before we even went to Sankheim Gate because there's a character there named I forget the hell his name is now. Santos? No, I forget what his name is. Let's go to bookmark. Oh, I'm going on here. Where the hell am I? Radio B1. I do have to. Oh, too far. Anton. There's a quest for this character named Anton. It's not actually a hidden quest. It's not logged in your bracer log. It doesn't carry BP with it. It doesn't yield an item or anything. But you have to talk to this character named Anton 15 times throughout the course of the game. What it does do, if you do it, you get an achievement. So that's really the importance of it. So I figured that I'll do that and I'm gonna try to get. I'm not going 100% crazy with these games. Trying to do 100%, but like I try to get a full BP. I'll try to get to full BP run and try to get as many achievements because I think like the first one you have to play multiple times through. And anyway, I already missed enemies in the first, and I'm just less sure because I'm like split between like 2 to now 3 actual different facts that I'm using as I'm walking through this, and I'm sure I'm going to miss stuff, and I've had to already do a lot of fights without. Actually, there's a fourth fact. There's a speed run table that I can use as well for specific fights. The problem is, and they'll give good strategy. The problem is that being a speed run fact, you're not going to get strategies on non-essential bosses or fights. So if the speed run doesn't have you going into Carnelia Tower, they're never going to have a strat on doing the monster chest there. So, which I did Carnelia Tower yesterday, and it was really good because I think that's where we got our attack 3. Quartz already, or attack 3, yeah. I'm actually getting level 3 quartz already, which is crazy. But anyway, I wonder if there's level 4, but I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, so then I continued to work on that earthquake investigation. So it's obvious now that we're looking for another Ouroboros. Ouroboros, what do you call it? Enforcer. A big dude big muscular dude in a black suit, black gloves, and sunglasses. And so now we got Tita back in our party. We can actually switch characters there. So we have now 5 characters available to us. 3 of them we have to use. So we have to either cut out Olivier or Chloe. So I decided, since what I've seen in the walkthroughs, was to go with Olivier, especially because we still have one quest we're doing with him, and that's the orbital gun, which we have to use. So that's basically what I'm doing now. I did get that's a bit better. Octopath Traveler 2 PS5 version came in today. And I guess I forgot, also got Aliens Fireteam Elite. Looked like a fairly fun game. I want to play this with my cousin. I do have to. I didn't even open it yet. I gotta get on there at some point. I always want to play that, so I do have to get on that. I said before, I get Grimoire coming in, and then something else just shipped. Let me just look real quick. Grimoire. Oh, it didn't ship yet, or it should be anyways. Very shortly. Is that the Kirby Return to Dreamland remake, which I never played the original. I think Kirby games are pretty cool. So I do want to check that out. I played the demo. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that, especially the old school. I like these old school, more old school. I do have the new one. I played through a level, so I gotta get back on that. It's been a while since I don't dedicate enough time to playing Switch games, but But anyway, so I guess that's enough for me. I'll talk about more stuff. I've decided to do an unboxing video on my PSVR 2. And there was some other shit I was doing that I had in my head that I wanted to do. I just can't remember it now. I'm writing down. I'm making a list of all my PS4 and PS5 digital games that I own. I should do the add-ons as well, but that's going to be harder. I don't have a lot of add-on stuff, but actually, I probably do have a lot of. I do have let me turn that. I do have a lot of add-on stuff because there's a lot of free stuff that comes with deluxe editions and shit. I'm not thinking about. So, yeah, I'm trying to get a database together. I've done it actually for my PS3, PS Vita, and PSP, and that was a pain in the ass. Going through and writing down every single piece of digital content that I own, including unlock keys and things like that. But anyway, I think that's run about 25 minutes. And that's about it I have. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, whether it's tomorrow or next week or the next month. And have a good night. May the Lord be with you. and I'll see you again.